In the year that saw the return of hits like HBO's The Last of Us, Netflix's Squid Game, and Disney's Andor, it was Severance that managed to connect most deeply with audiences, quietly solidifying Apple TV as the home of quality television. Apple TV was already a significant player this year in Emmy nominations, with its Seth Rogen comedy The Studio breaking records. But according to TelevisionStats.com, Severance went further to capture audience attention. With its own 27 Emmy nominations and a year engagement score of 14,258, it reigns supreme thanks to its intelligent storytelling, unique aesthetic, meticulous production design, and cultural resonance. So when it came to determining the most obsessed over series of 2025, nothing could reach the heights of Severance.
You two enjoy sneaking off the other day? Baby goats?
Why are you saying it like that?
Well,
Are you implying that baby goats is code for sex with Mark S?
Severance's creator Dan Erickson is a relative newcomer to television. He had only a few online writing credits before his pilot script for Severance was picked up by Ben Stiller's Red Hour Productions in 2016 and fast-tracked to series by Apple TV. Despite it being his debut, Erickson's writing feels like the work of a seasoned writer's room, effortlessly weaving twists and turns. Each episode of Severance offers just enough information to keep viewers on the edge of their sofas. Severance feels refreshing and authentic, not influenced by previous successes, and is a masterclass in slow-burn, intelligent storytelling, which is the key to its success. Where some shows rely on obvious exposition or fast payoffs for distracted second-screen watching audiences, Severance and Apple TV champion a quieter philosophy of quality over quantity. As Severance was written for detail-obsessed viewers, it became a participatory experience. Fans couldn't stop dissecting each scene looking for clues on Lumen's motives, the macro data refiner's purpose, and whether the innies and outies could ever reintegrate. Twitter, Reddit, and TikTok exploded with theories, rewatches, and frame-by-frame breakdowns of colour, costume, and performance. One viral fan theory connected the 4 bins on the MDR's retrofuturistic computers to Lumen founder Keir Egan's 4 tempers, and led viewers to surmise that the team were mapping human souls. Fan theories also became weekly expectations for members of the cast. Some audience members guessed correctly that Helly R was actually Helena Egan at the beginning of Season 2, and this twist was later confirmed in Episode 4 Woe's Hollow. Adam Scott, who masterfully switches between innie and outie Marquess in the series, admitted he feared that the Helena switch, being guessed early on by fans, might ruin things, but said it actually enhanced the experience. Dan Erickson answers just enough audience questions while leaving others tantalizingly unresolved, ensuring fans stay heavily invested each week. Apple TV's weekly release schedule further fueled this obsessive culture, turning Fridays into traditional appointment viewing where fans eagerly awaited confirmation on their theories. Britt Lauer, who plays Helly R, said fans gave the show a new life through their engagement. As Apple TV does not rely on the binge model like other streaming services, this delayed gratification helped them quietly claim the crown for most obsessed over TV show this year.
The work is mysterious and important.
That's good. That sounds just like me.
It wasn't just audiences watching the series with microscopic attention. Every creative decision from set design to score was crafted with surgical precision. Since being picked up by Ben Stiller's Red Hour Productions, Severance has been treated with rare respect and care. When someone known for comedy steps into serious storytelling, it's usually something special. There's a sharpness and emotional awareness that comes from years of understanding timing and humour, and Ben Stiller brings that into Severance. Using his experience and influence, Stiller and his team have assembled an expert cast and crew, where everyone delivers their best, and as a viewer you can feel that commitment. Apple TV has found its niche by championing creators and their artistic vision. The same trust is then passed on to audiences, rewarding careful attention to keep viewers invested, even when they are away from the platform. One way Severance continued audience obsession between episode drops was via its companion podcast. It wasn't a typical rewatch podcast, offering light anecdotes about craft services or who showed up late. Instead, it spotlighted key creatives behind the series. Cinematographer Jessica Lee Gagne, who previously worked with Stiller on Escape at Dannemora, discussed directing her first episode, Chikai Bardo, Season 2, Episode 7. The episode won the Emmy for Outstanding Production Design. Also spotlighted was Berlin-based artist Oliver Latter, asked to create the intricate Emmy-winning title sequences that fans haven't stopped decoding since. The podcast reinforced the show's auteur-driven approach, which not only fueled audience participation with the world of Severance, but also made it reciprocal. Obsession for the series grew because the Severance team cultivated a unique relationship with its fans. The show's careful planning extends to its distribution. Severance delivered memorable, immersive marketing stunts, from New York's Grand Central Station, where the cast were enclosed in a box silently performing their roles as commuters passed by. At the Bell Works building in Holmdel, New Jersey, which serves as the Lumen building in the series, fans were treated to a cast panel that began with a stunning performance piece by Gwendolyn Christie from the Mammalian's Nurturable department, tending to their goats and the grass. Apple TV is really positioning Severance as art. Every element of Severance production was planned and audiences were heavily rewarded for their fandom, with thoughtful references, intricate details, and off-screen connections that enhance the experience. This level of care from Apple TV is pioneering a new level of interactivity in their television, one that extends from the screen into real life, helping make Severance the most obsessively followed program of the year.
It's literally silly. Like they say, you all have pouches.
Pouches? Like to carry young?
Yes, according to some. You each have a larval offspring that will jump out and attack if we get too close.
That's fucking psycho.
A significant part of what makes Severance so powerful is how disturbingly real it feels. While the show's surgical separation of work selves from home selves, combined with the dark corporate motives, might seem far-fetched, Dan Erickson's ideas were rooted in his real-world frustration, which undoubtedly are shared by audiences. Erickson devised this concept while working at a door factory, similar to where we see Zach Cherry's character Dylan G interviewing in season 2. He was dreaming of mentally separating himself from the mundanity of his job and not wanting to take his work stress home with him. In a post-pandemic world, this deeply resonates with audiences. The rise of remote work, flexible schedules, and home offices gave workers a taste of autonomy, allowing them to decenter their career and focus on family, health, creativity, and education. Now, years later, many companies have reverted to office-based roles and long shifts, leaving many stuck in unfulfilled positions, unable to leave due to rising costs of living and political instability. Watching characters like Mark S. and Helly R. triumph over their oppressors is a cathartic watch for many. Equally, the work undertaken by the macro data refiners, training a system for a purpose they don't fully understand, mirrors real-world anxieties around AI, whether a reliance on it is ultimately teaching machines to replace them. Lumen's attempt to map the human soul and split it into controllable parts raises existential questions about the essence of being human, while also tapping into concerns about biohacking, sentience, and the power of billionaires, corporations, and religion. Severance's connections with real-world anxieties made it not just entertaining but felt viscerally. It became truly mind-bending as it posed the same existential questions that we are asking ourselves. We're almost watching it for answers. Do Mark S., Helly R., Dylan G., and Irving B. triumph, and will we do the same in our own lives? No wonder people were obsessing over this show. Severance's success this year was clearly down to the way it transformed viewers from passive observers into active participants in its world. Its intelligent storytelling, painstaking production design, and intricate aesthetic created a universe that demanded attention and discussion. We theorized, decoded, and watched endless TikTok theories about it. The show's cultural resonance made it impossible to ignore. Erickson's exploration of workplace culture, personal autonomy, and the ethical ramifications of technology mirrored many relatable questions that are still unanswered in our own world. By pioneering a slow-burn, participatory approach to television, Apple TV and the creators of Severance demonstrated the power of respecting an intelligent audience. Severance became a cultural moment more than any other show, making it the most talked about and obsessively followed story of the last year. As John Turturro puts it, the fans were completing the show, and in doing so, they cemented its place as the defining television experience of 2025.
I bet it's a loyalty test. Remember the spicy candy?
I'll be turning this into milkshake.
What? Why? It's booty. It's booty with your name on it.
Excellent decision, Mark. This is an idolatrous text that should be brought to him immediately.